That one. Haha. Bingo. Alrighty. Welcome, everyone. Pardon me. I hope you're all having a pleasant day. We're going to be starting on a new project today. That is going to be, well, it's going to be a pretty big project. So, what I am doing... Where's the wrong one? Okay, so I need all of... Ooh, actually... Yeah, I can use these bigger ones as uprights. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 10. So basically, what we're doing first, smaller ones can go back in. Forgot I had these huge ass ones. Is I am designing something of a can I get approximately 20 centimeters? Oh, good, I can. And there's still a little bit left over. Excellent. Okay, so now I need to see approximately how long these are. If I can measure them up fully with this. Oh, I can, cool. About 25? Yeah, approximately 25 centimeters. So... gives me 5 centimeters, I need 1. And it knock shit around. Straighten that camera out just a little bit. Come on. Do what I tells you to. There we go. So essentially what these are going to be for is I have a very large atlas that was sent to me. And when I say very large, that is just the torso. Is a big boy. So it was originally going to be a commission for a good friend of mine, but when I mentioned to them the idea that I had, they were like, "Hey, you should just keep it as a present because that sounds like an awesome idea." So I am starting to work on this right now. So the idea is the like the display, the mech bay that I'm building, um, is going to be about 20 centimeters tall. For those of you who do your maths in freedom units, you can figure that out on your own. So tasty. So let's get working. I think the first though, you. Yeah, you're about good enough. So each one of these, I need to measure out to approximately. Need to find the proper flush side first. Neat trick with working with like this kind of square is definitely utilize the end. So if you go exactly to where you need to be, the end should be, as long as like your fucking square is not fucked up. Okay, so ends on these aren't perfect, but what I can always do is kind of hide that after the fact. So like the idea is there's going to be two like square corners at the front where it's just kind of like gantry going up. The sides are going to be solid. I have some plastic card that I can use for that. And then there's going to be like vertical supports in the two back corners and possibly in the very back. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do that. But the idea is that this is a very heavy duty like assault mech gantry slash bay. Something that would make the Steiners cream in their collective jeans. Because you know the Steiners wear jeans. Nothing wrong with wearing jeans, but like the Steiners definitely aren't as fancy as they want to make people believe. Okay, we're almost done this wee bit of prep that we got here. I think this will work. I go. Fuck it. I'm gonna start talking and thinking in millimeters because that makes the most sense to me when I'm doing shit like this. So these uprates are gonna be 200 mil. So if I make the like horizontal supports between them 20, that should work out. And then I can also use the next size down for these for the horizontal pieces for the like gotcha. Uh um for like the top edge and bottom edge on the sides and back. Think that will work. Now I do need to see. So width wise, you are around 110, a little over. So I think what I was gonna do is about 150. I think is what I figured for the width of the bay itself. I'm gonna do approximately right there for that. Because yeah, that'll give a little bit of room side by side, like width wise, for there to be like arms. Actually, you know what? 10 mil further. 160 millimeters approximately. I think that will be of sufficient width. It'll give a little extra because then I can go like in 10 millimeters on each side or whatever. And if I, well, that'll be 20 in on each side. It'll be 110. I think I might have to go 170. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go 170 because if I do that, that'll be because there'll be 20 centimeters on each side that it's basically coming in on the front. So that'll leave me at 130, which will leave a little bit of room on either side, like for it to be able to walk out of the bay without having to like angle itself. I think that's how I want to approach that. And with those, we're going to go with the next size down. Though, I think I only need two, say 4? Yeah, 4 should be fine. Not getting itself some more of those. Is a little bit off of the end, but that's fine. I mean, I'm not trying to make tolerances so tight that I could, send them into space. I'm not working in a critical infrastructure profession right now, so while I do want this to look nice and I want it to be as square as possible, there's that. I'm probably going to use more of these, but I'm not going to cut them down just yet, as I still need to do. I need to kind of lay it out and get the length that I need for the diagonal pieces and struts. So there's that. So ruler goes away for a minute, and the kniff comes out. Okay. So we're keeping these because we're going to be using. Basically, the plan is I want to use as many of the scraps as possible so that I'm not wasting any material that I don't need to waste. Everybody gets to watch me do the exciting stuff today. Come on, pop off. There we go. Go. You know, I really should put together a little miter block for doing shit like this. You know what? Might just do that. Because I'm going to need one for this project. Because, like, I know I'm not cutting these perfectly square. I know that for a fact. Um, hmm. Hold on. I do have craft sticks kicking around. That might actually be a. Actually, I might be 100% honest. I might utilize that for an off schedule stream. Like, the creation of said mini miter block. Meaning it probably won't do me much good with this current project. However, it will help me out in the future. Because I know doing it this way is not going to give me really accurate cut. Won't go close, you're scared of losing all you know. Take my hand and don't let go. Take a hold and don't let go. Feel me flowing through your bones. I am the hope for broken souls. Let's get you. There we go. Yay for not making it fucking pop out. Alrighty, so there are all of my upright pieces cut. And no, I don't have the sides set up yet. I need to do some more, like the lengths for the sides yet. Because I need to figure out how. Hold on. Hold on a tick. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, that works actually. Because really, the sidewall length is really only to the inside of the front uprights. Um, so bigger, I can use these bits for that. These I'm going to hold on to over here. I do have a use for at least some of them. Actually, I probably have a use for most of them, if we're going to be honest. Ah. What? Bottom. Top. Bottom. Okay. So I have an idea of how I'm going to do it, because I'm going to have the back of this structure more more stable than the sides. So like the front and the back are going to be the most stable areas on this, mainly for like laziness reasons. That way, I don't need to cut any more of these. Otherwise, I'd have to like measure and cut more of them. Um, I have to go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix these because they're not perfect. I'm gonna have to shrink them just a little bit, but that's fine. I can make that work. Um, Actually, let's look for a couple of things, shall we? I'm gonna need you eventually, because I need you when it comes to making the miter. Down here? No, it's not in here. I think that fell back, but it wasn't in there anyway. That's something completely different. Okay. Why I love buying craft sticks and the like. Okay. So, first, you over here. Um, you need first. Take 2 of these. It'll still give me a few more to work with, and that's fine. Yeah. And these are 250. So approximately 125 should be 120. Approximately 125 should be about the halfway point. Confirm. 2 of these are taller than one of them. Perfect. Ooh. Okay. Um. Okay. I'm gonna have to get up for a moment because I need to see if I can find something else that is going to be kind of necessary for this whole endeavor. Give me just one moment, please. I'm looking for. What? Arms. Arms. One. They poo. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to kind of work with what I got. But that's fine. I'm used to it. Okay. Put these more off to the side. This kind of need right now. Okay. close. Okay, where's my glue? Ooh, okay, my. Nope. That one is basically dead, yeah. Ah, there's my glue. I'm gonna need to get some more BSI very soon. Because this stuff won't last forever. Wait, unless I still have the Loctite in my fridge. If I still have the Loctite in my fridge, I might not even bother to tell you the truth. Um, that one was closer. I think that one was just a little bit longer is the issue. But that, and then we're gonna. No, 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 no. There. And the clamps there. And then we set those over there. And let them fully cure up and set. Next one is gonna be on the other side. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Give those a few minutes to set. While they're doing that, just for a couple moments, we're gonna move that so that I don't fucking cut myself on it. Then we're gonna do some quick measuring. These are close to the same width. Okay. So really, I don't even need it anymore. I would kind of like to have it this thick though. 'Cause then what I can do is I can like see about getting a couple of small clamps and fucking clamp it down to my desk as I'm using it. It does mean that like when I am using it to cut, I'll be doing it off screen, but like I'd rather have the cuts off screen and straight than on screen and fucked up. If I'm gonna be honest. So what we're gonna do, because they're this wide, put a couple of lines. And these are where the inside edge of this is going to be going. Also, you know what? So let's go to 150. Best we can line up the edge so that we can get straight as possible on that there line. Then we're going to go down to, I'll say 135. Give it a 10 millimeter. Might actually go to 145. Straight. If I go to 135, that's about as long as I'm going to be able to get it with what I originally cut it. If I would have cut it a little bit longer, I'd have been able to do a little bit more, but that's fine. Marker, get your ass over here. So for anybody tuning in right now, if you're wondering what the fuck I'm doing, I'm building basically a miter block for more on this project and also for super future project. Okay. So now we're going to extend some lines. Okay, so that's about as straight as it gets. You know what'll be easier? I just do this. I wish I knew where my smaller right angle square was. Because that would make doing the shit like this that much easier. That I should be able to get. Yeah. My fault for not doing that at a perfect angle. But yeah, that's where the first one's going to go, and then we will work from there. Because we are going to be doing them kind of one at a time when putting them down on this here piece. Mainly because I only have one set of clamps. I'm going to need to be able to clamp these down on the ends to make sure that they are secure enough once they're glued on. Because I don't want to fuck this up. So, you will chill out there for now. And another one of the things that I kind of want to do. Ooh, no, it won't be all that hard. Ho ho ho. Um, let's take a piece of. So, what I need to do now is going to be kind of annoying to do. Actually, it won't be that bad. I'll be able to do it right. It'd be, again, nicer if I had the right square available. But one of those is what is type situations. If this wasn't as flimsy as it is, I would just fucking score all the way across. But I have a straight edge available. I do. Perfect. Go back there. You. There we go. Boop. Alright. Now. Hopefully. Close enough. I am okay with that. Okay. What is in the bag? Okay, so this here is just kind of a little riser so that I don't have to cut all the way down. Oh, that's actually fucking perfect. It'll also act as a straight edge to for attaching the other piece too. So it's kind of one of those things of it's going to help me in a couple of different ways. Hold that because it'll just be easier this way. While I'm doing that, I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Okay. All right, that should be enough. Okay. That should keep that. Hold that there for a little bit. Because, yeah, I am going to need that, especially when it comes to doing, like, the angle cuts. But I have a plan for how I can get that situated. It's one of the reasons why I brought this motherfucker out. Bone saw. Definitely a useful hobby tool. I could have just done it right to the bottom. I did not realize that actual, like the actual blade Doesn't go like it just would go to the bottom of it. But I like having that little like extended area there because then I don't have to bottom out the fucking bone saw. But just have to wait for that to cure a little bit. And while we are doing that, let us start. Let me just take a quick peeky boo here. I know where you're going, and I'm not going to let you. I'm going to go down here for the time being. I found it. You little bastard. Whoop. This is the one I was talking about. Like, this is an awesome little tool. Okay, so it's gonna go 20 on all of these. At least 20-ish. And this is what I'm going to be using to like mark the cut spots on the miter box as well. Because, well, it is the perfect size for this sort of shit. Especially when you're only doing something that's a couple, like a few millimeters, like within less than like 100 millimeter, I would say. Any more than that, and you want something a little bit bigger. Like I can go up to probably 130 on this reliably. After that, I start like getting to the absolute maximum of what the tool can do. And even at like 130, it's kind of tedious and doesn't quite work as nice as I want it to, so I would rather not take it that far. Okay. We're going to leave that there for the time being. Now, that should have been enough time for that sufficiently cure. Sure. I mean, it fits. Kind of tight, but it fits. Let's check the round ones. Because these are the ones that are actually going to... Okay, that actually works really well. The round ones are kind of the ones that I'm more worried about. Because when I need to cut them down, I don't want them fucking going swirly on me. So, actually what I should have done, and I might still do, I might trim the ends of these down a little bit. so that I can put clamps on what I'm trying to cut. That might be a good idea. Just had it in front of me. Said I was going to use it. Aha. Okay, come on. Okay. There's that. And rather than doing them how they normally are done, where it's like there's one 45 on one side and the other 45 on the other, I'm going to put both of the 45s on the same side. Because it'll just be easier for me that way. Once again, this is a tool to make my life easier more than anything else. Yeah, like that. Now, should I? I'm gonna just to make it look cool. This, not 100% sure why I'm even really marking it across when I'm just going to be starting it like this anyway. Come on. There we go. It's not 100% perfect. The angles are going to be a little bit off, but even so, this will do what I need it to do. Should have been a little bit more accurate when putting the sides together. Like this one, it's overhanging a little bit, so that will end up being a bit of a pain for me. I mean, I can figure out ways to deal with it. Yeah, I have some sticks here that I can use to fish pieces out if I really need to. Let's get some use out of this. Fucking look at that. Pretty much flush cut in seconds. So those are going to need to get recut. Those ones will be fine. So my measurements are going to be slightly off when it comes to the width. Like, but I've kind of built tolerance in for that. Reseat that. Down. Better, but not quite. Should take the line perfect. Yeah, that's exactly where I want it. Do, 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 do. Hopefully this thing stays together for a while. It would suck if it breaks on me after the effort I put in to put together. But I mean, honestly, as long as it lasts at least this project, I should be good. And once I'm done this project, I'll at least have an idea of like what sort of improvements I will need to do to it. And then I can build something better Or what I may end up doing is looking for just like something that I can 3D print and either modify to size, or if I can find one at essentially this size, that would actually be perfect. Because like I don't really need much bigger than all right. I do apologize for those of you who don't necessarily find this aspect as interesting, but the title did warn you. It is new project preparation. I kind of wish I would have grabbed some. Oh, hey, hold on. I missed one. Not that it really, 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 really matters, but the really nice thing about doing this is I know for a fact that half of these are going to be like pretty much perfectly flush on two sides. So like I can use those for the top pieces and it won't be any really big issue. And then the ones that are a little wonkier, I can use those on the bottom and kind of hide the wonkiness. No, that's still 20. Because I need to do these two first and then remark them. Okay. Okay, that's going to be all of those cut. Now, here, little guys. My top pieces. Trash. Are the that. Why I put that in there? A little spacer in there. I knew eventually I was going to cut it right down at the bottom. Now, what I might do. You don't go there. Go over there. I might actually glue another one of these craft sticks to the bottom, which should take out some of the flex that I'm seeing. So this, like I said, this is kind of a working model. By the time it dies on me, I'll have an idea of what I can do better next time. Like, I'm already thinking I should, if I need to make another one of these, I should actually hook my CNC back up and make it out of, like, MDF. Because while it will be messy as fuck, it'll also be lightweight and more than sturdy enough for what I need to do with it. And that way I'll also be able to ensure that the walls are like perfectly like perpendicular straight. Um, oh no, I didn't have an extra one. I just didn't put that one over with the other ones. Or no, I used that one to measure. That's what it was. Ah. Knocking shit over. Shit that I need. We are not in. Ah, there we go. We are not in the losing pieces industry. And some of you are probably wondering also why, at least those of you who've been in here since the beginning of stream, that I'm doing this before the mech. Well, because this is where my current motivation lies with this project. And when it comes to motivation, you fucking take it where you get it. If your gump has been shunned, wait. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, good. I heard the Windows notification sound, and whenever I hear that sound, my heart fucking drops a little bit. I never expect it to be something good. This time it wasn't all that bad. It was just Adobe talking about an update. Any ones? Go over there, because I'm not 100% sure if I have a use for them. They might be trash. I might be able to use them in this project. I don't know. Alrighty. So, we have the first bit of stuff cut down and ready to go. Now, I need to make a decision on if I want to be 20 mil on the inside. Yeah, it's going to be 20 mil on the inside. Because that looks better. That looks a lot better. However, I'm unsure exactly how I am going to attach this while it is curing. I have an idea, I just don't know if it is going to work all that well. These are about the correct width. So you're going to do a wee experiment. Wait. I'm going to use some of this here painter's tape that I have. The tiny stuff. You to set on here straight as possible, like that. Okay. Hopefully this works. It went a little overboard. Oh, fuck. Too. That for just a moment. That. Ah, fucking stay put. Let's try doing this a little. Still going to use the tape because it is. Ah, God. No. Thing. Okay, so what we're going to do. We're going to use one of these. We'll use this. We'll use this one. Put big old drop on the bottom. Then we go boop and boop. See if this works. Ah, ah. Okay. Right. Hopefully this works. The fun part is going to be when I start connecting these sets together. That's going to be the real pain in the arse. Really, what I need is I need bigger clamps. Slash better clamps. One, two. Two more of these. Yeah, I do apologize for not being on last night. I was 100% intending to. Until my body was like, yeah, fuck you. You're going to pass out. And then I woke up at, I think it was like 12:30 when I put that Discord message out. And I'm like, yeah, Yep. Sleep is definitely a thing that my body apparently needed. Okay, Elven Skin, you go the fuck back here. You are in the way. You're gonna get a lid for the time being. Anywhere near as well as I wanted it to. At least with the first one, I need to make sure it's taped before I start. And another reason why I started this part first is I know this part's going to be the most frustrating out of all of it. Just because of the complexity of what I want to do. While yes, it's not like rocket surgery, it's still complex enough that it's going to be a pain. Yeah, man. Go. Okay. Well, hot damn. Isn't it great when you actually plan things out properly? Not intent. Mm. Damn it. I think I glued myself to it. Fuck. Oh, I have a feeling these are not perfectly square. That's okay. I can make it look right. Assume the party position. Streams the sound of science. Okay. Actually, I think I did more than enough of these, which is nice. Two, two, four, two, four. That leaves me four more. Would have been nice if I would have had more than four. But that's okay. I can make that work. Because then I could have put one in the middle of all of them. Like I can put one in the middle of. Oh, yeah, one kind of in the middle between each of the, including like the yeah. You'll see what I mean once I get it all starting to be put together. But I can still make this work. It's fine. It's fine. First, put E right there like that. And put right there. And then quickly, we're going to do the same thing on this side. That does set up. So the reason I'm setting it on its side to do this is I want to be able to try at least my damnedest. If I don't have a jig for this, which I should have made, if I'm being honest. Um, but yeah, since I don't have a jig to make sure those are perfectly flush and out all that, I'm kind of cheating a bit. Well, not necessarily cheating, I'm just doing it the hard way. slash using something else to ensure they are as flush side to side as I can get them. Okay. Got those bits started. Okay, so these go off to the side because I don't want to fuck myself up with what I'm doing right now and use more than I actually have. So those off to the side. That right there. That's where, oh, where? I guess I'll use that one. Yeah, I don't know where the actual thingy is. No. Oh no. Oh no. Do as I come. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Do as I command. Go on. Right there. That looks about right. Make sure that's fairly square. Okay, so that's going to be an inside piece. You're going to go back here. Oh, shit, no, you're not. Because there's a reason. So what I need to do there, grab another one of you. Oh, wait, no, not using that. No. No. Do as I command. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Do as I command. Ah, fuck you. No. This way. Sure. Up straight like. Set it off to the side. Because the main thing is I just want to make sure it's right around the same spot as this one. Because then it'll actually kind of look right. Mhm. It is entirely too bad that I don't have bigger clamp. I'll take donations for a bigger clamp if anybody wants to do it. I kid. I'm not gonna ask people for crafting materials. It is 100% jokes. I know my presentation when joking about can be rather dry sometimes, so it's actually square. It looks, yeah, fancy fucking that. Almost like I know what I'm doing sometimes. Okay. Those are going to need to cure a bit. Okay. I want to see something. I can make this work just so that I can get a visual on what this is going to look like. It'll be, or like more how much space it's going to take up. Okay, all right, that's going to work out nicely actually. Yeah. So what I'm probably going to do is the diagonal pieces for these. I'm probably going to do first. Speaking of, uh, the one thing I don't really like about this is it is a pain in the ass when you want to do like the angles. Just simply because if I want to use the outside measurement for them, like it, oh, stupid nose. Okay. This looks like. You know what? Let's do some math. Okay, so by my eye, that's 122 to 150. So 28 millimeters. Yeah, 28 millimeters. Um, and then 45s cut out of them. Okay. Right, approximately. Caliper. Where the fuck are you? Are you over there? Did I leave you over there? Just a second. I'll be right back. I did You are my good ones. Bam. 28. So these, yeah, that way. Hold on, what were these for? Oh, yes, 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 yes. These were the X. Oh, no, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Those are needed. Those go with that because those are the side pieces. We need more. It's fine. I'm gonna grab 2 of those. Hopefully, I won't need both. Okay. What we're gonna do, actually, should be about as square as I can get that. You close up there. Okay. Weird. This is why I keep saying I need to like actually clean off my desk because like I'll put shit down and then all of a sudden it'll be gone. Do 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 do. Fuck on you. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, to be 100% honest, I'm kind of glad that I lifted this from my old place of employment. Because honestly, fuck them. And I'm using it a lot more here than it ever would have gotten used there. Also, they were fucking dickheads for firing me, so. Okay, guaranteed I am gonna probably have to use both of these. Just because, like, I'm not gonna have enough from just. Lightning might. Okay. Let's get this. Yeah. Ah! Don't break my fucking letterbox. I just made it. I don't want it to bust yet. This is probably the last one I'm gonna get out of this one. That's not gonna be. I'll keep that off to the side though, because there's a good chance I will need it for something. Yeah. We go. Fuck that up. I should have made these longer. Thick. I mean, I could just change the angle, but that means I won't necessarily be able to use the miter. Fuck. It's not going to be a 45. Son of a bitch. Should have fucking went 30. Then cut it at a 45. Then fucking did it rather than going 28. Actually, I should have gone at 29. Really? Hmm. Well, do that. So essentially, I'm going to need one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thick. 1, 2. Do I even have enough? No. No, I do not. In that case, I'm gonna have to spread them apart more. Into basically 1, 2, 3, 4. Or is then 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of these will deal with 2. Yeah, so what I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately, is I'm gonna have to use creative with how I fucking do this. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay. So, actually, hold on. I do have another option. So, I do have one size smaller of these. So I could use like the bigger ones for one side, and then the smaller ones for the other. I also don't want to have to rely on the round tube that I have, um, because I'd like to try and use that for something else. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'd like to use it for something else. I don't want to use it for this project. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep doing it the way we have been, and that at 28 millimeter, as well, because that's how it's been getting done. Flush that side up. And we're going to start working again. And get this all cut down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bump it up to, I think I'm actually going to bump it up to 30. And then just mark it down and deal with it, like basically cut it down to the size as needed, or to the size needed. Because then I can, like with the next size down, because then what I can do is I can cut them at a proper 45. And I can do like, you know, I probably actually do 4 so that I have enough pieces to do what I need to do. So this dealt with. Kind of wish these pieces were a little bit thicker, because then I could like set it down on the desk as I'm doing the measuring part, and then I could score it with the bone saw here. Rather than hitting it with a pen, and it would be a little bit more accurate. But it's also kind of the size of these two, because they are like fairly thin compared to the size of the like the width of the ruler. It's a nerve that I somehow pinched. I get that warm, fuzzy, warm, not so fuzzy feeling, rather. I think these are probably going to be closer to like a 30-degree angle. Just have to make sure I do them right. Yep. Do that. It's actually kind of amazing the skills you can use like transfer to this hobby from like other facets of life. Like the skills that I'm using right now, I developed, I'm not going to say perfected, but honed while working in a factory setting. Like I did a lot of this over my first like year and a half at Canduct, with like the cells that they had me working in. So this is gonna be the last one of these. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I think I am going to call it here for the night. I've gotten actually quite a bit done that I wanted to get done, so this feels to me like it is a suitable stopping point. Um, Now stuff isn't perfect. I'm gonna need to do some sanding apparently. Uh, next next session, which is gonna be tomorrow, next stream. Um, what we're gonna do, we're gonna find where sanding is needed, and we're gonna mark that. I'm mainly worrying about it on the middle. Boop. Alrighty. So we have some stuff marked. We're gonna start tomorrow. Probably with a little bit of light sanding to kind of try and work those down a bit, so that it's nice and flush on the sides that are going to be visible. And then we're going to work on the angly pieces to ensure that they go on properly. But first, what we're going to do tonight, before I end things, we're actually going to pull the tape off these. Because by now they will be as set as they are going to be, and if I need to reglue them, well, I'd rather know sooner than later. Because knowing later will make me swear a whole bunch in a very angry fashion. Fuck, Damien, come on. Huh. I was actually pretty close to being fucking dead on balls to the center of this thing. That's actually, like, not bad for eyeballing. Nice. Those feel nice and rigid. I like it. That's fine. fucking wonderful once I get that put together. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about the end bits here. Might kind of set these together, do a bit of a sand. I might actually just cap them so that you can't see the like open holes for those bits. Might be where I go with that. Not 100% sure though. Kind of just up in the air at this point. But what we are gonna do right now is we are gonna hit that button there. And now we're gonna make our way over to the couch here. And we are going to take a look at who we can throw a raid out to. Thing first, I'm going to stop the YouTube stream. Anybody who's been watching over there, thank you very much. I appreciate